Hello everyone, this is Srikanth Rajan from AR Pro Academy and welcome back to yet another important video. Today we will discuss about the importance of a follow-up in a sales process. In fact, in our last video we spoke about the different aspects of a test drive. We discussed that after a test drive you need to bring the customer back to your dealership and get to a discussion table and go ahead with your other discussion. So if you've not seen that video, I would suggest you to go see the video first and then come back to this video. Well, follow-up is something very important in any sales process and we need to understand the importance of follow-up. Many times sales people think that a follow-up is done to get a sale. Of course, internally, yes, it is done for a sale, but if you look at a customer's point of view, a follow-up is a process done to help the customer get through any of his obstruction that he faces during a purchase. So as a customer, we might have many doubts that needs clarification. We might have queries to which we don't know whom to go to. So at that time, a follow-up call is something that can actually give him respite for clarifying all his doubts regarding his purchase. For that, a constant touch with the customer is something very important. But then many salespeople who have done follow-up calls feel it as a irritating situation. Yes, many of you feel that the customers get irritated when you call them for a follow-up. But let me tell you the reason why actually customers get irritated with follow-up calls. See, the follow-up calls are irritating when one, the call repeats continuously for the same purpose. That is, we don't have a concrete discussion in the follow-up, but we are only concerned with the sale and we try to get the sale from each phone call. Always remember, a follow-up call is never to take the sale on a phone call. A sale can be effectively completed only when you are face to face with the customer. So a follow-up call is only to understand when it is the right time to again meet the customer and finalize the deal. So if you are trying to close the deal on phone, you are completely wrong there. Never ever try to close the deal on a phone. So for all high ticket purchase, it is very important that you go meet the customer in person. Probably one of the biggest mistakes that we do is literally take the meaning of follow up. Well, following up is of course important for sales, but then it should look more like a relationship continuation. Yes, you are continuing the relationship which you actually built during the initial meeting with the customer. So follow up as a term, if you remove it from there, it is something that you can say as stay in touch. Yes, stay in touch with the customer until the customer is ready to buy. So until you get something called as a buying signal, you are not trying to close the sale. This is very important. Now the question is, what is a buying signal? For that, you'll have to wait a few more episodes before we discuss buying signal. So team, I hope the meaning of follow-up is clear now. Follow-up is not to close a deal, but it is only to stay in touch and clarify any doubts that the customer might have. If the customer has no doubts, it is more of continuing the relationship until the customer is ready to buy a product. Or we could say until we get a clear signal of buying. Another important aspect which many offers and sales do not follow is fixing the appointment for the follow-up in the previous call. So it could be the previous meet or the previous call. So whenever you have the last conversation with your customer, you need to fix your next follow-up date and time then and there before you end the conversation. Let us understand the reason. Different people have different timings where they are free to answer a phone call. Now, for example, if the customer is a doctor, the doctors might be generally free during the lunch hour because during the day in the morning and the post lunch in the evening, they are generally busy with their patients. Similarly, if you are looking at a call center employee who works on night shift, what happens? The employee is working on night shift. In the morning, he or she would just return home tired and just trying to get some sleep. That is when you call at 10 in the morning and ask what happened to your car purchase. Would that be interesting to him? No, it is not. So understanding each customer's profile and understanding what time of the day is good for them to respond, that is the right time for you to follow up. So let us not fix a fixed time for a customer follow up. So get this timing from the customer, and they are the only people who can tell you the best timing where they can talk to you. So once the timing for the next appointment is fixed, one very important thing that you need to notice is if the customer is a hot customer who is going to book the car in a very few days, maybe within a week or within 10 days, then every follow-up that happens with the customer should be a mix of phone and direct meet. That means if you had a phone call follow-up today, the next follow-up should be a direct meet. So having a continuous meeting with the customer builds better relationship and helps you get the deal faster. So let me tell you one secret to make your follow-up calls really good. The first thing is build your confidence. How do you build your confidence? Understand clearly that you're making a follow-up call to help your customer. Just to ensure that all the queries are cleared or any doubts that they may have which is obstructing their purchase decision, you need to clear that in a follow-up. And follow-up is one of the most important aspects. So unless you do a proper follow-up, you're not going to continue your relationship with your customer, and then you just will never get your deal. So team, understand the importance. Follow-up is very important in the sales process, and let us understand more about the next part, that is buying signal, in the future videos. But before ending this video, let me tell you one very important fact, that is you need to have a proper foolproof method for following up. So if you have a commitment to call the customer on this particular date at this particular time, you have to ensure that you call the customer at that time and date. If you miss that, that actually means you are not a professional. Now, if you're going to miss that because of some unavoidable circumstance, then you need to ensure that the customer is informed in advance about the change in timing. Yes, you need to inform the customer in advance, and that is what is professionalism. So if you're finding it difficult how to actually do this follow-up on time, do let me know in comments below this video, and I will make another video to help you to ensure that you build a foolproof system of following up on the right time, on the right date. So with that, I end this video, but before that, do remember to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get notified of all the new videos on our channel. We at AR Pro want you to be successful in the auto industry, and any help that you need for that, we are here to help you. With that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off until we catch up on the next video. Goodbye.